but you can at least go into settings and fix the color temperature. But Nintendo doesn't give you a single way to adjust it on your own, so you're just stuck here with this insanely blue tint and no way to change it. Pillar number 2. Nintendo markets this screen as having HDR, but the minimum spec for HDR is 400 nits of brightness. So the screen has to at least hit 400 nits of brightness before it can be considered an HDR screen. One of my favorite YouTubers on this subject, Taki Gun, sorry if I butchered his name, I'll leave his video linked below. It is a fantastic video. But his Switch 2 only got 363 nits of brightness, which is well below the minimum brightness standard of HDR. Meaning, if it can't hit 400 nits of brightness, that's
I'm ready for war. EST Beast. It reminds me of Yog Labs. Yog Labs. I don't even know what this lyrics are. Is it? Yog Labs, baby, and it's Hey Siri, play Welcome to Yog Lab. Please do your Las Vegas. Just a good jet. In the we pioneer technology. To go fish a big enough. Feeling sick or experiencing constant gravity could be our radiation or a real space-time reality. Also, there too, there was only please head to the bottom. Thanks, Siri. You can stop listening to me. Bazinga left. Who was that? That wasn't a real person. He wasn't in the game. There was no one named Blozaza. Oh, I think he left. That was first place. Okay. I thought he just said single exclamation mark. I don't know what. I realized he said stuff. And I don't think he even saw what I said. Oh shit! I gotta ready up my dude. Yep. Blowing Zaza on you. Sneaky four. Promise me to your last baby. Take one sip and you can back. I'm not letting Sneaky Fort beat me, man. Please. If I got a third switch, I could guarantee I get third place every round. Dude, I'm doing that. I have my phone. Okay, I have two switches. Sneaky Fart fucking beat me. Beast. Yeah. Here's the beast. STORMBEEST. the beast. What is C? That's a cool. Oh wait, why does that go so hard? Why does that go hard? I'm not gonna lie. This look. Oh no. No. What's a little? I'm gonna lie. Wait, I never. So summertime, sadness. So summertime. Like I would use this, but it don't go with the skin. But I need to switch to. Oh wait, I'm gonna use this with like bone wash. It's that little. I'm allowed to have the same. Low key, that really fits. I want that. I want that style. Alright, how do I get that style? Where's the quest? I now want just that. How do I get that? How do I get that? I'm like, what do I have to look through to find where that is from? How do I get that? Why is this such an idle pose? There's no facial expression. They didn't program a facial expression. birthday to Court. Happy birthday to you. I love this music thing they've added. That should have been added years ago. Or does that actually work? Like it's kind of off, but it works. Wait, why did that work better? Assuming I'm gonna just use this one. For some reason this is better. This is like closer to a passive. But like no, this is just what this is. I'm opening Fortnite on my phone, but probably logs me out in the PS5. Yeah, I realize if I get 3 accounts, then I guarantee I get third every time. I really doing this? Why am I playing this? I'm not playing
It's an HDR screen, regardless of how Nintendo markets it. Remember, this is with the blue shift that already makes the screen brighter, even though it they marketed the Switch 2 as having HDR. Except with that, it actually doesn't have HDR, or at least not without some huge asterisks that they did not put in the box. The certification of HDR is a minimum of 400 nits of brightness, which means
The shelter's been damaged pretty severely. Looks like the life support modules have all been stolen. These modules inflate and shield the shelter.
Again, that's with the color temperature cranked towards blue, which makes it
The modules have to be around here somewhere. Search the zone and return the missing parts.
Even lower.
Survivor shelters are built by a fleet of construction bots. If the bots are attacked, they enter stealth mode and power down. To repair the shelter, we'll need to reactivate all of the construction bots.
Might be okay with doing that.
Unfortunately, their stealth mode is really effective. You're gonna need some help finding those missing construction bots. Let me see if I can help. It might take a few minutes. There's an incoming wave detector. Have some time before they arrive. You can search for missing parts now or reinforce the shelter.
It is one of the most important factors for most people. And to be clear, I'm not saying Switch 2 screen isn't bright. It's generally bright enough, although I always feel bright screen. What I am saying is that it does not feel like a bright screen Nintendo TV, which is deceptive, but the reality of this is that typically
The construction bot has been reactivated. The module will now be installed. Each part will take a minute to install.
Because of the just
So,
opaque
8
quality
modules,
of this
1
LCD
minute
version,
per module.
this is planned
equals
obsolescence.
a lot
And
of
for
bullets.
Nintendo probably only is saving less than $20 per console to ship a screen that doesn't actually hit their marketing metrics. But one huge thing that they get by shipping a lower quality screen is when they come out with their OLED version, loads more people are going to buy it because of the just okay quality of this LCD version. This is planned obsolescence, and for a console that costs $450, Nintendo's being bad. But unfortunately, and I'm really sorry about this, it gets even worse. The Switch 2's response time is unbelievably bad. Response time is how long it takes for a pixel to change from one color to another color, and it's often measured in what we call gray-to-gray response time. It's one of the factors that makes controls feel responsive when you're playing your games. Monitors Unboxed, which is a great channel, I'll leave them linked below. They measured the Switch 2's response time at 33.3 milliseconds, which is about 5 times the average LCD response time, and it's about 50% worse than the original LCD Switch that came out 8 years ago. Response time is what makes the game feel fast and glitchy, and the slower the response time, the more it feels like your game is lagging even though you're not even playing online. And while I personally can't tell the difference between a 5 millisecond and 10 millisecond response time, I very much can tell the difference between a 5 millisecond and 33 millisecond response time. This is an unbelievably slow screen, and while I bet most Switch users won't say this response time feels slow, they will still notice that it feels laggy because it does. This issue goes hand in hand with ghosting, which is where a screen refreshes to show a new image, but it leaves a trail or ghost of the old image behind it. And the Switch 2 screen has terrible ghosting. This screenshot is from Monitors Unboxed. It's the UFO test, which is to show how an image looks as it moves across the screen from left to right, aka motion clarity. And the Switch 2 looks terrible. Just look at how smudgy it looks next to the other 60 Hz LCD monitor. That is the same monitor technology, which is 60 Hz, but it looks so much worse. And what's crazy is, at least to my eye, I actually think the motion clarity looks worse than on the original Switch LCD from 8 years ago. the whole UFO looks smudgier, and the yellows and greens of the alien itself have mixed more, and the trail behind the UFO looks longer to me. These are the sorts of things that are hard to test and even harder to convey the results to people who really just want to play their games. But they do have a big impact on how games feel to play, and it's so clear that Nintendo cheaped out on the screen based on these test results.
Dude, no, I just wanted to jump. I just wanted to jump.
Better than the 8-year-old Switch is just inexcusable. And the final pillar that's holding up the Switch 2 screen is its 120 Hz refresh rate, which is a huge selling point and all over Nintendo's marketing. But here's the thing. As of now, which is a couple weeks after its launch, as far as I can tell, there isn't a single game that actually supports 120 Hz. Not a single game. And I do get why older games, like for the Switch 1, might need a minute to get updated to be able to take advantage of a higher refresh rate screen. But Mario Kart World, for example, launched exclusively with the Switch 2, meaning you cannot play it on a Switch 1. And that still only has a max refresh rate of 60 Hz on the entire screen. So then I gotta ask myself, if nothing is able to use the feature, is it really a feature, or is it just a marketing gimmick? And that's another thing that frustrates me with Nintendo here, is that with something like the Steam Deck OLED or the Ally X, they have high refresh rate screens, and if you want to take advantage of those high refresh rate screens, you can turn down some graphical settings, so maybe the graphics don't look quite as good, but then you're getting smoother, higher refresh rate gameplay, and if that's what you're into, cool, you get that. But Nintendo just doesn't give their users any options at all. You straight up cannot run any games that I'm aware of at higher than 60 FPS, despite the screen being 120 Hz screen, which is so dumb when one of the big features of the Switch 2 is that it has a 120 Hz screen. Now, I assume that Nintendo eventually will drop games that can utilize the 120 Hz screen, but even if they do, to have a big launch feature not available at launch, that's scummy. And before you say, well, yeah, but Xbox does that, and PlayStation does that, and Apple does that, yes, they do. And it's scummy when they do it too. We don't have to give Nintendo a pass here just because other corporations do the same scummy thing. It's scummy when everyone does it. That's all there is to it. So look, I want to be clear here. I still think the Switch 2 screen is a totally reasonable screen. But what is not okay is how Nintendo is marketing. It's marketed as an HDR screen when it clearly isn't enough to meet that HDR standard. It's marketed as a high refresh rate screen despite not being able to play a single game at that high refresh rate. And the response times and the motion clarity, they suck. I mean, they're not marketed in any way, but they suck. And the worst part about this is, I would be willing to bet.
What the fuck is this build? Dude, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. That's all I'm saying. We're gonna lose. It's a shitty ass build. I'm not even upgrading it. I'm not upgrading it. I'm not placing any jobs. We're gonna lose.
That a part of the decision
the shelter is now stronger. New module installation has begun.
This one,
installation of parts will pause while the shelter is under attack. Here they come! Defend the shelter! Module installation is paused. It will resume after the raid.
My mom made. She made it by hand, and she just started this Etsy store. So if you want to check it out, I'll leave a link below. Make suggestions.
Parts are now marked on your map. Thanks, Seabot.
What is this, bro? What? Dude, it's just in there. I'm gonna place my. I'm not even gonna try. I know he's gonna place back. His ramp's horrible.
Installation resuming. Oh, looks like you made him mad. This next raid is gonna be tougher.
We are hanging out together. This is what friendship looks
A
like.
module has been installed. The shelter is now stronger. New module installation has begun. Looks like the Husk's plans have changed. They seem to know the final part is being installed. They must be preparing for a larger attack. Get ready.
Take out a picture.
Installation resuming.
I felt that's kind of been that Nintendo when I first got my Switch 2. I loved it. Great as it did, bright, performance felt impressive, and especially last game was that is why still. But that's what it's for. I wanted to noticing more issues. A lot more issues.
Here they come. Defend the shelter.
We got a shitty kill. I don't know what's going on here. And yeah, there I had to hold back because of the boost feature. I had to hold back. Ooh. Yeah, you wouldn't have to have this spot be defended if, you know, you just didn't have a ramp here. Like, what's even the point of wanting them to come up here? No one noticed this. No one noticed this. What even happened? Placing a... Like, what even is it? I don't understand.
60
What's
seconds
the
until
stop?
shelter online.
Yeah, now we gotta punch them from here, go there. Like, is this actually super intelligent? And I'm just dumb. You know, we should just do that. And also just do that. Wait, I've actually done. Oh, wait, this is 140. Yeah, done 2. Oh yeah, I did 9. Dude, it's so long to get 1 supercharger. And like, yeah, I never get enough in because I only play when I have a V-Buck mission.
That's it. This shelter is now ready for action.
Why is he just staring at me?
How are things?
Alright, I'm gonna do one more round or whatever. Hail Mary, not whatever. Fuck. 45. I feel like it used to be like 346. I'm never getting my V-Bucks back for what I paid for Battle Pass. Not a Battle Pass takes 50 more V-Bucks. Because I'm not going to be able to get to level 120. Really. I'm tired, so I'm probably just going to get one round in and I'm going to leave. And that's for the best, because I have to go to sleep. More rewards. Well, I guess I can get the V-Bucks. I have a blue bit. Well, I can't even use my freaking loading screens in this. Wow. They should probably let us use our loading screens, because now I'm almost never gonna be able to use my I love eFeet. I love. I wonder if they're working. Yeah, this is not a real race. This is just me being with it. I love Fate left the game. Believe you have a chance. Believe. Is that like their product? How am I in front of Zaza? Messed up that drift, but there's something in front of Zaza. I think he must have died. This is dying. I feel so bad for Doug. I almost hit a wall because I can't see. He keeps on dying. I don't know where he is now. But he keeps on dying. Let's go. He keeps on dying. I don't know what's happening.
What even happened, bro? Why he kept on dying? Like, he was terrorizing me the whole last few races, and then here he's just chilling. Glowing Zaza. Tentrix. Okay, that's who I thought I was friends with. Yeah, because I saw Tentrix Jam, who I guess is just the best player in the world. Who's this? Who even is? Fartness. Wait, I could turbo. I could turbo my Switch. If this freaking controller would connect, but it doesn't. Yeah, I could turbo Switch if it connected, but it doesn't. The Bluetooth device the Bluetooth device is bad. I don't much work. The Bluetooth device is good. Yeah. And this is plugged into the Switch and get battery from the Switch. Yeah, the controller keeps on dying. Nice. Like, in just the event that I die or I just stop playing Fortnite, I'd like to claim those V-Bucks before, I stop. In case, like, I never level up again. Because the auto claim will just claim from the beginning. So I have to claim it after I lose. It put the thing on turbo. The whole controller just keeps I don't know how I didn't just hit the wall because I was getting nervous. I was getting real nervous because I'm ready to go fast. I've never hit those. I think I'm just getting tired. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. Okay, but the good thing here is now my other account is actually leveling up. Not that it really matters. It's supposed to be a default. Okay, but this, yeah, but this really automates it. Now I don't have to freaking I don't have to I don't have to radio it. I just need to find a spot where the controller won't fall off. Okay.
Science stuff, plausibility of time travel. Well, I don't know, whatever. What, we'll be able to time travel one day? Yeah, apparently we'll be able to time travel at all. Awesome. Wow, okay. What? Okay, go with me. Will you say something that you personally don't believe, but you know that... Okay, that sounds good. Okay, that's it. What? What's going on over here? Swinging and saying on the truth. Where were you at? I was at home. Home ready. Before hardcore mode was ever in Minecraft, there was no original file for the Sweatless gamers, the 404 job. When Warren Seas were first out, no one anything. So Eons made a post to the challenge. If you look to the seed of 404, you'll find this mysterious capture graph. When the challenge runs, you have 1 day to gather all the supplies you need before breaking this ground. It drops into a giant cave down the lava. We're now no so also like the street on the other because the allow these things to be for the rest of your life. So I want to how is one life? This is the first hardcore challenge. Before hardcore mode was ever in Minecraft, there was no original channel for the Sweatiest gamers, the 404 challenge. When World Seeds were first added in beta 1.3, user Neox made a post to the Minecraft forum giving people a challenge. If you load into the seed of 404, you'll find this mysterious patch of gravel. challenge rules, you have 1 day to download.
That's so distracting. That's so distracting. Yeah, and now I'm hearing things from this thing. Making so much noise. It's not worth it. All it's doing is making it leak. I didn't get the base for that fucking pack. It's so distracting. It's so distracting. I'm not gonna lie. Has he made a full lap? No way. No way. He's made a full lap. Okay, it was 9 players. I went up. Wait, leaving. Dude, it's too distracting. I have to turn off Rumble or something. Turn off Rumble or just put it on the floor. Okay. I dip. Why does everyone have this? Everyone just has this defaults to that. It defaults to the last one you've seen. So, I think that might be a glitch. I don't know. That might be a glitch. I don't know. I don't know. Dude, I've spent so much of my day on Fortnite. But, oh my god. What the heck Call of Duty got in Season 4?
think that's happened twice now. I think that might be a problem with the fact that I'm doing this new thing. It's so distracting. It keeps on Rumble. It keeps on Rumble. Oh my god, it's it's so distracting. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to fucking twist them. Oh my god. What the fuck? So this is my last round, boys. You guys gonna have to use the DNF. I don't need to know that people left the fucking Can this go away? I don't need to know that people left the match when I'm still driving. Okay, I'm still at 23. I'm still at 23. I'm still at 23. I started the day at 23 and I'm still at 23. 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 Oh God. Fuck, fuck, fuck. No, it shouldn't be GG. You're a real cheater.